Hi everyone, Angelina, Sparkling Diva. I just recorded a flip through review of a new card deck, and you don't see me in that video, so I thought, well, let's do a short video so you can see me and I can tell you a little bit about what I've been doing, because it's been quite some time since I posted many pick a card readings, usually once per week, but also sometimes more than that. But a lot of stuff was just going on, and at some point, it just didn't happen anymore. And but I've been really very busy, and actually one of the reasons that I stopped recording videos so much is that I ended up painting an awful lot, and I still am quite busy with that. Not really very fast pace anymore, but I just so love it. I really found myself again through painting. It's just creating and expressing, and absolutely love it. And because of my neck, I have a neck injury. I only have limited neck energy, as I call it, and so if I've been painting, I can't do a reading as well, right? It's either or. I can't do it all. And of course, there's other stuff in life that needs to happen as well. But then also menopause didn't really help with my neck and joints, especially in this one. Going through that, and I'm now post-menopausal. And there is a parcel that I first have to get, and I'll be back in a minute. So, back again. Just many things, and just life in itself. And I have a granddaughter in the meantime as well, and just life it has been so busy. I don't know, time seems to fly by so fast. Last year, it was just like, phew, and it was gone, just like one day, and phew, same this year. I mean, yesterday was New Year's Day, and now it's almost April again. It's like, what's going on? What's happening? Time is going so fast. It's just incredible. And, but I had that menopause, a few years, not really, really long. As I said, I'm now post-menopausal, but certain things that happen and change during perimenopause will actually go on for the rest of your life until you make your transition, right? And so if it does affect you and you don't do something about it, right, and then it's not going to get any better. I am kind of experimenting, busy with hormone replacement therapy, HRT, and not orally, because that goes via the liver, which can cause problems in itself. But you have creams and patches and all that stuff, so I'm trying to use that. I do not have hot flashes or mood swings or night sweats, and that's usually the only thing that people know about menopause. There's a list a mile long of all kinds of stuff, of issues, and including joint problems and muscles, right? And also then many women then get, during perimenopause or afterwards, tinnitus, or get dizziness, vertigo, that kind of stuff. That seems to happen an awful lot, and that also can be related to menopause. I already had that, right? And that has to do with a dip in estrogen, and estrogen helps to keep your cartilage healthy, and cartilage, of course, is in your joints, but also in your inner ear. And yeah, but in any case, I also recently found out, and I'm very happy about that. It sounds very dramatic, but I'm really happy about it because it might help me. It sort out some ailments in the end if I do something with it. And what I found out is that I actually have complex PTSD. I'd never heard of it before. PTSD, of course, I did know that, but there is also such a thing as complex PTSD, and that's usually when you have had trauma as a child, and that doesn't have to be something like you were, I don't know, yeah, abused or that all that kind of really heavy stuff. Although it can be, of course, but it wasn't that for me. But it can also be having been neglected or parents that aren't really very good at parenting, right? There is no manual for parenting, so that can happen a lot. But for me, it was mostly, not only, but mostly that I've been bullied in the past at school for 7 years on end, and that I've worked on that an awful lot. I've already cleared a lot of that, but that is such a traumatic thing for a child to experience. And when it started, I was in kindergarten, so I assume I was only 4 years old when that began, and it lasted. Kindergarten is 2 years here, and then you go to elementary school, and until the not through the sixth class, the last class of elementary school here in the Netherlands, but up till that moment, so all the way through the first, second, third, fourth, fifth class of elementary school, I had daily bullying at school and being neglected, excluded from participating, and yeah, it was just horrible. It's horrible time, and that just affects you later on in life as well, right? Because if that happened to you, if groups or small groups or even a few kids at school constantly, daily shut you out and rejected you, then yeah, that leaves a mark, right? And then later on in life, socializing doesn't become any easier because you have that deep subconscious fear that it's going to happen again, and then you get all these survival strategies and all that. Anyhow, that in the end, CPTSD, complex PTSD, can also cause physical ailments, and a lot of people with CPTSD have that. And so that's why I'm happy about it, that I found out about complex PTSD, because if I can sort out these issues, which is not easy, I've found that one out as well, then maybe I get some alleviation, right? And maybe some healing, and if nothing else, at least a change in how I can function in groups. And because I'm not a group person at all, I'm actually very outgoing and very a very happy, positive, yoo-hoo person, but I just don't feel very comfortable when there are in a group setting, and that's because of my childhood. You know what happened, not at home, it was just in school that happened, the bullying. But yeah. So I'm happy that I found out about that. So I'm reading like an idiot and doing all kinds of exercises and stuff, and I'm seeking help as well, because it's a very difficult thing to remedy. You know, it's not easy. But the good thing is I'm actually beginning to notice when you get triggered, they call that dysregulated. You get dysregulated, and then you can get all these weird reactions, because of your trauma that actually sort of takes over then in that moment, and you get this, all kinds of reactions are possible, right? You can overreact. That is one. You can also, it's basically fight, flight, freeze. And that has a lot to do with the longest nerve in the human body, which is the vagus nerve. And that also has an awful lot to do with all kinds of chronic ailments, like I have. So that's why I'm smiling about it. That's why I'm happy that I found out about it, because now, well, maybe I can remedy it, and or at least make it a hell of a lot milder. And then maybe my ailments will just disappear, or, alleviation. And so I've been really, really very busy with painting and listening and to information on YouTube as well about this complex PTSD, reading about it. I have 3 books about it, even an oracle card deck. So I might, if there is interest, if you feel resonant at some point, now I'm talking about that, I'm not even going into much detail because I'm not an expert. Then let me know in the comment section. Then maybe I'm gonna do a reading on that. I pick a card reading with that deck, and I can add to it with tarot and oracle cards, of course. So if you would like that, please let me know, right? Otherwise, I might not do that with the oracle cards, because it's very specific and it might not be helpful to other people, So please let me know. And I actually, well, I'm going to be honest as well, and I'm not certain what I'm going to do with my channel. I don't want to delete it or become inactive completely, because I like it too much. I always enjoyed the exchange, but doing pick a card readings non-stop, that doesn't really. I don't think that's really my thing. I am actually an inspirational speaker and a teacher. I've even been a teacher in real life. So only doing pick a card readings isn't really my thing. I like it occasionally to do that, but not like it's demanded of me to have to perform and do that every week or twice a week or every day or whatever, right? In order to keep my channel going. That puts pressure on me to do something that I like doing. I always loved it. I always really loved doing that, but not on that basis of I must do at least one a week, and because what if I haven't got time once a week, or what if I'm busy painting, or I prefer to have my freedom, and so I haven't a clue what I'm going to do. I'm going to be really honest about that, and if that costs me more subscribers, I'm just honest. I'm just not gonna lie to you and tell you that I'm gonna go back to doing pick a card readings only every week or every day or whatever. I'm not. I'm just not. That's just really not me. It doesn't make me happy anymore to only do that. I am. That's why I chose a diamond for my. As a header or logo for my website, because a diamond has all these facets. It's multifaceted. I am multifaceted as well, and if I only can show one facet of what I have or do or am, that's not really gonna be fulfilling to me, right? Because I am like that diamond, and I want to show all facets of who I am. So that it is what it is, and maybe I'm going to do more inspirational videos and with information and things, or maybe even meditations and stuff like that. I would actually enjoy that. And feel free to leave me feedback on what you would enjoy, what you would like, and yeah, if you want that, of course. But I'm gonna go now because it's already been 15 minutes again, and it's almost time to cook. That's not part of my diamond. There is no facet on my diamond that is cooking. Love cooking. I do not like cooking. I do it, but I do not really particularly enjoy it. In any case, have a wonderful weekend. And one thing that I wanted to tell you. I just, as I said, recorded a full flip through of Diana Cooper's new card deck, the Golden Future. You will see it in mirrored. The camera doesn't, I can't get it to, record properly. I tried, but it doesn't work. And so watch that if that card deck interests you. But also I did a 1 card reading in that video for everyone for right now from that deck. And so you can go over to that video, and I have timestamps for each thing that I show you in the video, like the booklet and the box and that reading and all the cards of blah blah, everything. So you can click the timestamp if that reading is the only thing you want to see, and then I'm going to show you the card. I'm going to try to trigger your interest to get you, and then go over to that video. This is, you're going to see the reverse image. I can't help that. Can't get my phone to, mirror it properly. But this was the card that we have all for right now today. Not necessarily this day, this moment. That's how I should say it. Right this moment. So whenever you find this video, whenever you watch it, whether that's next month, it doesn't matter. That's when these energies from this card are important for you. And so if you want to know what the message is with that card, and it's absolutely beautiful, it's so wonderful, I really invite you go to that video and just click the timestamp if it's all you want to see, and and listen to it, and have a wonderful weekend, and we will see each other soon again. I'm going to be back. I hope you will be too. Bye bye.